Virginia Woolf said, "One cannot think well, love well, sleep well, if one has not dined well." I have a similar feeling about food being life. My observations of religious holidays during spring 2023 have helped me learn my limitations with food and diet. Let me preface. I'm a registered member of Overeaters Anonymous, and I really love the taste of good food. I cook very well and eat enough of other people's cookery that I have a really high standard of good food. I will try not to turn this anecdote into a restaurant review. So let me start with what I am not good at. I have a family history of cholesterol problems. Personally, I've always needed to make a point to eat healthier, especially since the COVID-19 quarantine ended. Observing Lent and the time after Ascension Day has aided me so that I can compare my abilities to give up certain foods and ultimately have a healthier body. During the previous year, 2022, I gave up cheese for Lent and did really well with that. I wanted to give up a number of indulgent foods for Lent 2023 this year. I first decided to give up snacks and takeout. I struggled with the generalities of eating at and away from home. It was difficult to keep track of the many individual foodstuffs I was trying not to eat. Unfortunately, I would end up rewarding myself with other foods, which obviously caused me to eat more of something else that I had not intended to eat. Towards the end of Lent 2023, I realized I gave up too many means of food consumption. For Ascension Day, in late May, I gave up only one type of food, which was bread. This included burgers and sandwiches. That made it easier to focus on one particular food. Toward the end of the pandemic, in spring 2022, I gave up cheese for Lent. I did pretty well though, for the reason that I only ate cheese twice during those 40 days. I love cheese. That's the reason I wanted to give it up for Lent last year. I cook a lot, and I'm a hard critic about the food I eat. The reason I ate cheese those 2 times was because I had already ordered the food and realized that once it was brought to my table or I was at home and ready to eat, I reminded myself that I'm too frugal to throw away satisfying food. Ascension Day is the 40th day of Easter, when Christians commemorate Jesus' ascent into heaven. For the weekend and a half after Ascension Day, which I gave up bread. This included burgers, sandwiches, crostinis, and pizza. I did so well, I did not eat any bread during those 10 or so days. I was prepared, however, to eat bread on Pentecost Feast, the end of the fasting period after Ascension Day. 3 days before Pentecost Sunday, I was set on eating bread for Pentecost. I planned on ordering a cheeseburger from the standing room in Redondo Beach. I actually dine out at restaurants I have not tried before. My favorite restaurant right now is Fishing with Dynamite in Manhattan Beach. Again, I'm trying not to review any restaurants or dishes right now. Aside from that, I was excited to eat a cheeseburger or sandwich with melted cheese included in the order from the standing room on Pentecost Sunday. I had viewed their menu, and their brioche buns would have hit the spot. I did not eat any bread during the time between Ascension Day and Pentecost Feast. On Pentecost Sunday, I tried to use Grubhub to get a Korean cheeseburger from the standing room. I definitely had been looking forward to sinking my teeth into some bread without making myself feel guilty. It was called the Dress Burger. It had a beef patty, bacon, caramelized onion, spring mix, blue smoked Gouda, a fried egg, tomato jam, and Korean aioli on a brioche bun. I had a difficult time with my new Grubhub account. Grubhub actually declined my Google Pay and Venmo when I was ordering. I got so upset that I ended up walking across the street and buying flaming hot Cheetos, which was something I gave up for Lent a few months prior. I told a friend that I was upset about Grubhub, and they ended up driving me to the standing room and buying my cheeseburger for me. I really enjoyed the flavor of the burger patty and the bun. I had a difficult time managing which food I ate during the Lenten season. I did well enough, however, for the week and a half before Pentecost Feast. I haven't had to second guess my ability to control how much I eat. I'm actually addicted to food. As I said before, I'm a member of Overeaters Anonymous. The hardest thing I do in life is control how much I eat. I'm also not great at playing billiards, which I do at least 3 times a week. I do not apply myself enough when I play pool, but I try much harder at establishing a healthy pattern of eating. For now, there is still a lot I can learn about myself. The thing I want to improve on the most is my amount of consumption and degree of rewarding myself with food.